Welcome, friends. Thank you so much for stopping by today in this very busy. Uh, busy what? Busy what? You fill in the blank. Just thanks for taking time out to come by and talk about being present for our own lives. I find myself in the midst of a bunch of things that I'm trying to do. I think the hurricane that just came by didn't come on shore here up the state some. It did make landfall, but certainly my beautiful town, city, a lot of flooding, and friends I know lost their homes to flooding, and I don't know if there was inches of water in there, but it certainly brings a lot of thoughts, and a lot of thoughts, and it's been making me think a lot about what we focus on, and we talk about our reality and creating our reality, and this really has to do with what we focus on, a good portion. So thanks so much for coming by. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. We are here in this community every single day. We are in year 6, and I appreciate your support. I appreciate you making this community the loving space that it is and contributing your loving energy to that. We are here taking a look at the Book of Awakening by Mark NEPO. No need to purchase this book. We're here every single day, but it's an awesome book if you'd like to have it for your library. The Book of Awakening by Mark NEPO. It's a New York Times best-selling book, and this book is described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. Having the life you want by being present to life you have. And the message we're offered today, this day number 2018, is titled The Heart's Pleasure. The Heart's Pleasure. We are born with this need to cry our naked cry inside each other. We are so shy about our sexuality that we often miss the quiet teachings that overcome us in the moments of true intimacy. Let's hear that again. We are so shy about our sexuality that we often miss the quiet teachings that overcome us in the moments of true intimacy. The deep intensity of sensitivity during orgasm, for instance, is a sweet paradox in how we all cherish that moment and want to return there over and over, and yet none of us can endure that ecstasy for very long. This heightened moment reveals a great deal to us about both our very human limitations and our deepest moments of being alive. Let's just take a breath. It is not by chance that we feel compelled to be naked and vulnerable in the presence of another. That despite all our fears and defensive styles, we want to be held and touched completely just at the moment when we are unbearably sensitive. This is the heart's definition of pleasure. And though we need this moment of exposure and release to feel complete, we also must accept that we cannot bear it for very long. This is why the cries of ecstasy and the cries of agony often sound the same. That we need to feel such complete sensitivity and vulnerability in union with another is proof that no one can live this life alone. In this way, true intimacy cannot happen without trust. When we let our bodies become this sensitive while holding back the heart, we forego ecstasy and experience its smaller echo, climax. In actuality, this moment of ecstasy, of holding nothing back, can be experienced not just during sex, but in the being and doing and truth-telling of all our relationships. In the ecstatic moment when we allow ourselves to be completely revealed and held at the same time. In this daring and fragile moment, the heart rehearses all its gifts, being who we really are, holding nothing back, trusting another, being complete, and witnessing the completeness of another. So let's take a couple breaths with that. Because a lot happened with this message today. But let's just take a couple breaths. Let it come in. Get past the trigger. Get past the trigger. Past the, oh my God, now she's talking about that. Get past that. Let's try to hear the message this man is trying to share with us about being present for our lives and the fullness and richness of life, how much we're not experiencing. It makes me wonder why he used that as he is a storyteller, Mark NEPO, author of this beautiful book. And so he tells stories to help us understand. It's a beautiful skill. And it's used so people can hear it and come to their own conclusions instead of this, and this, following the what I say. Here's the story. What do you feel, right? And how can you, what does your mind do with that story? It just makes me wonder why he used that as example. Because obviously it's going to trigger some people, so I just find that interesting. So if we get past that, oh my goodness, it's just talking about sex. To the point. And I found myself as I was reading it saying, well, I don't agree with that, about being complete. I have friends that are Buddhist nuns, and sex is not part of their world. So I was confronted with that. What does this mean to you today, this meditation, this message? The last paragraph, in actuality, this moment of ecstasy, which we know what it is, whatever it is, of holding nothing back, can be experienced not just during sex, but in the being and doing and truth telling of all our relationships. In the ecstatic moment, when we allow ourselves to be completely revealed and held at the same time. In this daring and fragile moment, the heart rehearses all its gifts, being who we really are, holding nothing back, trusting another, being complete, and witnessing the completeness of another. The meditative exercise that we're offered today is a meditation on intimacy to be shared with a loved one. So the meditation today is a meditation on intimacy to be shared with a loved one. And it's asking us to sit facing each other. Some of these I feel like they might be too strong sometimes, so I like to visualize also. You can do visualizations and receive much benefit. So I have to find what works for each of us, but sit facing each other and breathe slowly until you find a natural, common rhythm of breath. Maintain eye contact and gently hold each other's space. And then trace each other's features slowly and lightly with your fingertips, letting the walls between you thin out. Beautiful. Beautiful. The man has a way with words. All right. Think for a moment, as far as the website goes, zenfulconversations.com. Not adding in as many things at the moment because I'm needing to focus on this, completing my certification. There are a few conversations on the schedule, And I believe one of them is Thursday, August 22. Is that correct? August 22? Yes, Thursday, August 22, 4 p.m. Eastern. We will have poet Julia Fehrenbacher with us. And as I understand it, she's going to give us a sample of her writing to be free, or what did she call it? I think it's writing to be free, or I love this little community that she has, and she gives writing prompts, etc., and allows you to write a little bit about it. And it's not about being good with your writing, it's about exploring what's in your mind and in your heart and letting it come out, and it's wonderful. So not only will we get to chat with her about poetry and her writing, etc., but she will allow us a little bit of fun in the form of a writing practice. Writing to be free, I believe it is. Let's see if I can find that out to give her credit for exactly what is correct. Let's see here. Write yourself free. Write yourself free. Let's see. Write yourself free. Write yourself free. Julia Fehrenbacher will be with us on Thursday, August 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern. And that is a free conversation, and you are welcome to have conversation or just come by and listen, comment, ask questions, whatever. It all goes. Bring your favorite beverage, find a comfortable place to sit, and just have some good old-fashioned conversation with us. No charge to you, but you need to go to zenfulconversations.com and just sign up. And deep gratitude always. See you tomorrow. Namaste. Thanks for taking a pause with me. Oh. Namaste. See you tomorrow.